The second pattern here is a rising wedge pattern. This is indicated by an ascending resistance and ascending support, both of which will converge at some point. This is almost always bearish. In fact, it's already broken to the downside. If we get a candle that opens and closes outside of this, that'll be an official breakout, but we are seeing Alrighty everyone, we have some brand new charts to take a look at, and I gotta tell you, things are actually looking pretty bearish. This further supports all of my theories, everything that I've been talking to you about for the past couple of weeks now. We are expecting moves down in Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like, and one additional pattern that I haven't shown here yet that could actually change everything. With that, let's get started. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. Thank you so much for joining me in today's Bitcoin video. We're going to provide you with your daily crypto insight. Before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss a video. Now, for our viewers, right here in the description, we do have a membership. You can get access to our scalping trades that currently have earned 72 wins, 0 losses. You'll get access to our daily crypto metrics. I'll show you exactly what that's going to look like in a second. And you can watch as Travis trades his $250,000 account to $1 million. You can access that at the membership here, get 60% off our indicators at this link right here, and you can join our free Telegram channel at this link. Speaking of Telegram, just a quick update, a new crypto forecast members only content is out. We just bought 2 Bitcoin stocks due for a 128 and 98% pump. Once again, you can get access to this by clicking the Telegram channel link and then clicking the link you just saw. All right, let's dive into the analysis. Heading over to the Trade Confident website, once again, 72 wins, 0 losses. We're going to head down to the Bitcoin metrics. Now, this metric is going to be really, really important. This point is actually bullish. This might contradict a little bit of our bearish sentiment, but it's important to pay attention to. Right now, we have dropped into anxious, and typically when we fall into anxious, just like right here, this is actually a fearful reading, but even then, this is typically where we're seeing moves back up in the market. In fact, you can see this move into anxious caused the massive pump into Bitcoin that almost ended the bear market. We've just barely pushed into it though, so personally, I wouldn't be shocked to see a continued move down. We'll have to keep a lookout though as we move into the Bitcoin volatility breakout detector. Now, there is slightly less volatility than there was yesterday. We are very, very nearly in the breakout detector, and typically when that happens, you can see right here, fall into the breakout zone, massive move to the upside, breakout zone, massive move to the upside, breakout zone, insane move to the downside. Now, this metric won't help you determine direction, only the size of the move. We actually use this as our jackpot indicator. If you want to see direction, look no further than the Bitcoin whale smart money metric. Where whale money goes, the price is likely to go too, and it appears as the price has crashed recently, whales are more and more likely to enter long trades. However, it's not until we see a value of around 800 that we're typically looking for the next move up. Just as we saw right here, it took a little bit, but we saw that move back to the upside. Long trades right here past 800, massive move to the upside. This is exactly what we're looking for moving forward, but only after we've surpassed 800. As for our targets, we need to look at the Bitcoin major support and resistance levels. We rejected structure resistance at $28,477 right here and are heading back down now. The lowest that I'm expecting is around the $25,234 or $24,900 level. Somewhere in this range, we could just call it an even $25,000 is our target. Personally, that's the maximum I'm expecting. Towards the end of the video, I will go over an even more bearish scenario, but 25,000 is my current target. Stay tuned for that, but for now, let's look at the long versus short trades chart. You can see here just barely, but you can see it, long trades are dropping out of the market and there is a very tiny increase in short trades. Both of these contribute to the move down that we're seeing right now. Now, I know these little tiny ticks may not look like much, but the scale that these are at is absolutely massive. So even the smallest amount of movement can cause drastic changes in Bitcoin. If this continues, if long trades drop and short trades increase, you can expect continued moves down, and the opposite is true. If you see long trades increase and short trades decrease, you can expect moves back up. Pay very close attention to that. That is empirical data for the market. Last but not least is the Bitcoin trade signals chart. We are very, very quickly approaching the level that we most recently received a buy signal and a subsequent move up. So if we get a buy signal here, this would result in a move back up as well. Now, whether that happens at this level or around the $25,000 level, we're not quite sure. We actually saw a strong buy signal around $25,000 recently too. Either way, we are expecting moves up very, very soon. It's just a matter of when that buy signal posts. Each of these metrics provide crucial data for your trades. You need to pay very, very close attention to it. Members get access to Bitcoin metrics along with 20 coins on our website. They also get access to the future forecast video. This is members only content. We just bought 2 Bitcoin stocks due for a 128 and 98% pump. If you want to learn what those coins are and figure out how to trade them yourself, you're going to want to watch that video. If you want to get access to our trade setups where we are currently 72 wins, 0 losses, if you want to get massive discounts on the indicators that I will show you later on in this video, then our membership is right for you. What you're going to want to do is check the links in the description down below. Go ahead and scroll down, click more, and it's going to be the very first link here. Click that. It'll bring you to our membership page. Full access right here. Your best trading days await. The membership is going to give you access to everything I just showed you and more. Just go ahead and click subscribe now, follow the prompts, and we're so excited to trade with you soon. With that, let's head into the live charts. Here we are looking at Bitcoin USD on the 1-day time frame. I'm using the TC top and bottom finder price versus while money flow and trades and favor indicators. And I'll get to that in just a second, but first I want to address these 2 patterns. The first is a descending triangle indicated by a descending resistance and a horizontal support that eventually converge. Now, this kind of pattern is a little bit funky when it comes to cryptocurrency. Typically in the stock market, like these symbols up here, this will usually actually break to the downside, but for some reason, at least in our experience, with Bitcoin, descending triangles strangely tend to break to the upside. This is just our personal opinion. I can already hear the typing of the comments. I know people are going to refute this. This is just our experience. Your mileage may vary, but this is what we've seen. The second pattern here is a rising wedge pattern. This is indicated by an ascending resistance and ascending support, both of which will converge at some point. This is almost always bearish. In fact, it's already broken to the downside. If we get a candle that opens and closes outside of this, that'll be an official breakout. But we are seeing, even honestly, when I started this video, when I was looking at the analysis, planning out this video, this candle right here was just about right here. It had not dropped as far as it currently is. So honestly, I think we're already seeing the bearish prediction play out before I'm even able to say it. Overall, main structure support that we're looking at is right here, around $24,766. However, we are going to call it an even $25,000 just because it's quarter levels and whole levels theory numbers. And that is because first of all, it's the support level of the descending triangle pattern. Second of all, the way you predict how far this move is about to be is to take a line, go from the very first point on the resistance structure, and then go to the very beginning point on the support structure. Take that line, move to the point of breakout, put it right at the bottom, and the end of that line, that level, let me actually get a horizontal line to make it a little clearer for you, will typically be the target, and that sits at $25,163, right around that quarters level theory that we had been talking about. Now, as we drop, there is one more structure support we need to pay attention to, and that happens right at the buy signal. This is where the third pattern that I hadn't mocked up comes in. Right here, we have a shoulder, we have a head, and if the price stops at this structure support, let me grab another line, structure support at $26,000. If we get a bounce at that level from the shoulder to the head, and if we get a bounce at that neckline, this will then almost exactly line up with the descending resistance to create another shoulder. But a head and shoulders pattern is still bearish and typically would result in a move back down, you guessed it, to $25,000. So whether it's a confirmation from the rising wedge pattern, or it's a confirmed head and shoulders pattern, or it's simply just a move down to the structure support here on the descending triangle pattern, $25,000 truly seems imminent. Now, I do have to point this out. I'll keep you updated if the head and shoulders play out. Let me put this line back. But if we bounce off of this structure support and move back up to test structure resistance again, there is a small possibility of a break to the upside, in which case we would more likely reach around the $32,000 level, just because triangle patterns, once they break out, usually go to the top of their resistance. If we get a short squeeze, this is entirely possible. Personally, I think it's highly, highly unlikely, at least at this time. I think a move down to $25,000 is just the most likely option, but I do want to keep that in mind. And if we do get this bounce at structure support, I will let you know as we approach resistance what to look out for. Another confirmation of the current move down. Whale money is dropping out of the market like crazy. Where whale money goes, the price is likely to go to, and if it continues, this should drag the price to the downside. We have a 53% chance of a drop as well. This is also bearish, and we received a sell signal. This has already played out for the most part, but I just want to see how far it'll go. On the 1 week time frame, we got price versus whale money flow about the middle of its chart. We got a 72% chance of a drop, and if we get a sell signal on the 1 week time frame, that'll all but guarantee the move down to $25,000 as well. Back on the 1 day time frame, I did say I was going to talk about a possible bearish scenario. I talked about this a long time ago. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. I talked about this a long time ago, but there is a possible chance of a move down to about the $20,000 level. Let me grab a structure support for you to make that a little bit more clear. And that is because, first of all, a breakout from a descending triangle pattern. Again, very similar, just go to the top of the resistance to the horizontal support. Take that line, move it to the point of breakout, and the bottom of that line should result in your absolute bottom for that move. However, if we look at the CME charts, you can see right here, there is a future CME gap right here that needs to be filled between $20,000 and $21,000. This is because typically when you see a gap in price, like right here, it's filled immediately. Gap right here, it was filled very, very quickly. Gap right here, the price magnetized, filled that gap and bounced right back up. We actually saw a gap pretty recently. That's part of what caused the price to absolutely pump for no apparent reason, I might add, and then move back down. So this gap right here at $20,000 is unfulfilled, and this would result typically in moves down in price, which would support, heading back to the normal charts, a breakdown from the descending triangle pattern. This is getting ahead of ourselves, just as the bullish prediction is getting ahead of ourselves. I think we need to test $25,000 before we really consider that to be a possibility. So I'm going to actually delete this from the chart, but I did want to let you know it is possible. Overall, my target is first $26,000. Be on the lookout. If we see whale money move back into the market at that point, it'll probably play out the head and shoulders pattern, which would result in a move down to $25,000. However, if whale money continues moving down after we test $26,000, that will likely result in moves back down, once again, to $25,000. In order to see what's going to play out and how it's going to play out, what patterns are going to be confirmed and when, you need to snag these indicators. It's crucial that you do. Our traders are absolutely killing it with these indicators, and these are what have helped us earn 72 wins, 0 losses in our membership scalping trades. Right now, I can show you how to get a full $550 off. Once again, in the video you're watching, you're going to need to scroll down, click more, and these indicators will be the second link. Click that. It'll bring you to our Pro Indicator page. Now, the best possible deal will be first to purchase the Pro Indicator pack. This is going to include a $400 off coupon for the TC Top and Bottom Finder. That's your first $400 off, and on top of that, members get an additional $150 off. Even if you're just purchasing the Pro Indicator pack, not the TC Top and Bottom Finder, it is significantly cheaper to purchase with a membership than without one. So go ahead and snag a membership, even if it's just to purchase the indicators. Click access coupon code and write that down, then click Pro Indicator pack. Scroll down and click I want this, put in your membership coupon code, then fill out your information. Click pay. It's going to give you that $400 off discount offer for the TC Top and Bottom Finder. Go ahead and click add to cart, follow the prompts, and we're so excited to trade with you soon. This has been a crazy video, and I'm really excited to see this play out. Be sure to stick around. Once again, like and subscribe for more crypto content, education, and analysis. And with that, thanks so much for watching. Trade safe, trade confident, and I will see you in the membership.